Okay, we'll get started here with Coach Traylor. JJ, you're up first.
Jeff, what was the message to the team in the locker room after today's game?
Sorry.
Jeff, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What was the message to the guys in the locker room after today's game?
Our best is good enough. We just got to be more extraordinary at the ordinary. We gave great effort, and I was proud of our kids, but and we're getting better. We're getting better every week. But our best is good enough, and proud of them for their effort. But we're pretty hurt right now, obviously.
Okay, Greg, you're up.
Jeff, what was the atmosphere like on the sideline down the stretch? You guys were in a close game with this team and had a chance to really drive and potentially tie or take the lead there late. What were the guys feeling?
Just like every other game. We were going to keep playing, make the next play. We know somebody's going to make a play. We just play short.
Okay, Evan, you're up.
Hey, Coach. Just wondering your thoughts on Lowell's play today, stepping in for Frank, and also wondering how Frank is. Is the injury serious, or was this just a coaching decision?
Lowell Narcisse's performance was, short of remarkable. I mean, kid comes off the bench again, 17 out of 20. Just kid keeps playing great. Every time you put him out there, he plays great. The decision was made by me, and it was a coaching decision based on what I felt was best for Frank and our team at that time.
Is it possible that Lowell is going to get looks next week against Army, or am I way ahead of you?
We're going to go back and we'll evaluate the film. And even if I knew the answer, which I don't know the answer, it would not do me any good to answer that question, but I appreciate your curiosity.
And then also, Coach, just going into BYU and having this battle against a top 15 team in the nation, I know you're not in the business of moral victories, but just how encouraging is it to have this sort of effort as you come home to take on an Army team?
I'm concerned about my team mentally and physically just for playing, 5 games where we just gone right down to the last play in all 5 of them with no open week. We play another very physical team in Army. And we've got to do a great job of coaching to make sure our kids have some stuff left in their tank. Because obviously after this week, you go through a 6-game conference stretch. And I know I've used the analogy, but I feel like I'm always robbing Peter to pay Paul. No spring, no summer. Just, I told y'all I really felt like these next 8 games, we kind of know who we are. And I think we have a good handle on who we are as a football team. And I expect we'll continue to get better each week as long as I can keep my boys healthy and up and running.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank y'all.
Okay, Greg?
Jeff, was Frank healthy enough to come back in the game if needed, or was it significant enough that he couldn't have returned in this one?
Yes, he could have come back in the game. He took a shot low, and it just bothered me. So I didn't think it was smart for him. He was, Frank. He wants to play every snap. But it's just, unfortunately, when you're in my chair, you don't always get to deliver good news to people. But it was what's best for Frank and the team at that moment, I felt. And Frank was fantastic. I don't know if you saw him on the sideline. He was cheering for Lowell the whole time.
Did Lowell's reps with the first-team offense in practice make a difference this week? It seemed like he was more comfortable with a lot of the downfield passing, like compared to last week's showing.
Right. Just whenever you get the reps, and, it's the old 10,000 hour rule. The more you can do it, the more you can work with the receivers and just, so a lot of that, just getting to play.
How do you evaluate the play of the defense overall? Gave up 470 yards, but limited a lot of scoring opportunities in different spots.
Well, that was a really good offense we played. They battled their tails off. And we didn't help them a lot in the first half. We started the game out really good, had 2 really good drives. Then we jumped off sides, coming out. They had us pinned up, coming out. And we were still in a war, so we had to be careful offensively. It's just they're good on offense. I was very proud of our defense. They gave us a chance to win the ball game. We didn't score enough points to win it. And, Coach Lunny and offensive staff and our players, we know we got to score more than, we got to score more. You need to go score in the 30s every week. Run the football well, execute on third down, play great defense and kick it. We had way too many penalties in the kicking game. It's just unacceptable. And that's really going to be a major focus of us this week. I love their effort, but we've got to get those penalties in the kicking game cleaned up.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We'll get Charles Wily in there next.
Appreciate you guys. Sorry about that.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hang on just a second, Chuck. Are you framed up there?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to have to start calling them now. All right, we'll open it up for questions for Charles Wily. Greg, you're up first.
Chuck, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing today?
Doing good, doing good. Overall, how did you guys feel about the way you played today? What was the atmosphere like after the game?
I believe that for a top 25 team, we executed pretty well. It's still some things that we have to work on. That was an excellent team. They're a great team, and I believe that their ranking definitely showed. The biggest thing was our coaching and everything that we took into this game was very strict. We knew that this was not going to be an easy game. We knew that even if we executed correctly, they're still good enough to beat us. So the biggest thing was I have nothing but respect for that team. I believe that we definitely came in and did what we were supposed to do. We just couldn't finish it.
It seemed like being within one score in the fourth quarter, there was a lot of energy on the sideline. Guys were really bouncing around and were getting very excited. Can you describe for me what the atmosphere was like down the stretch?
It was just one thing stacking up after another, one play stacking up after another. Sometimes, things are confidence boosters. And I believe that, when we really, really, truly understood and felt that we had a shot, you can just see that energy just taken to the next step.
Do you think that confidence carries over through the rest of the season to be able to play a team of this caliber this close? What does that do for you guys?
Most definitely. I believe that our coaches, we have some of the best in America. And I believe that they're going to make sure each week that we're going to have everything that we're supposed to have that's going to properly give us the chance to win each game.
How would you evaluate the play of the defense overall? They got some yardage, but you guys were able to limit a lot of their scoring opportunities at the same time.
Like I said, they're a great team. I believe that we executed. I think we did really good. Definitely still some things we have to work on. And Coach Nix is definitely going to make sure that we capitalize on the things that we're weak at right now. Like I said, I have nothing but respect for that team. Like I said, we could do something perfectly and they still can make a play. They were a great team.
Was there anything coming in that you felt like you had to do in particular as a defense to be able to slow them down? Any points of emphasis for you guys?
No, sir. Just play our game. That's what Coach Nix always tells us, play our game. At the end of the day, we do what we're supposed to do. We can be able to fight it out with anybody.
Okay, is there anything else for Charles Wily? All right, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Lo, you can take your mask off for this. Okay, we'll take questions for Lowell Narcisse. JJ?
Hey, Lowell, what was the mood like in the locker room after the game today?
It's tough, man. You know, especially when you come on the road, all the odds against you. Nobody believes but us, you know, and we feel like we let another one slip, you know. So it's painful knowing that we didn't play our best ball and we were still right there. And so Coach always tell us our best is good enough. And obviously we didn't play our best because if we would have got the results we wanted to.
Do you feel like you were more prepared this week? It seemed like you were a little bit more, you know, into the offense this week. Was that a result of just the preparation you guys had?
Coach always tell us prepare as if we the starter. You know, we didn't play 4 quarterbacks, you know, just in 5 weeks. So you never know when your opportunities are going to come, you know. So all you can do is be ready and seize the moment.
Okay, Evan, you're up. Evan, you may be on mute. Okay, Evan, we'll come back to you. Greg?
There
There you are, Evan. Okay.
I'm on my phone because the internet here, it's weird. So my bad. Well, just wondering what the wear and tear of this group is feeling like. Coach Traylor just said that he's a little bit worried with the physical games you're playing, going down to the final minute. Do you feel like you guys are still in good shape and getting stronger, or do you feel a little bit of that wear and tear?
We know coming into this game, and especially the last 2 weeks, you know, we have to fight, scratch and claw for everything that we get. You know, we've played 2 great teams with UAB and BYU. And so, you know, when you go into these battles like that, you know, these type of things go down to the wire. You're going to have to give it everything you got. So we kind of knew we were expecting to, and we just kind of prepare our body best we can to go in here and play our best.
And then also, how are you feeling? Because I know you know, in high school, coming off a couple of injuries, and took you a while to get back into the swing of things, but it seems like you were airing the ball out a lot more than what we saw last year. And just to have the success that you had in this game, just what kind of confidence boost does that give yourself?
I think for the timing and, you know, the guys, we all had great connections and communication from last year. And just kind of like I said earlier, you know, you got to go in and play poise. You know, coach does a great job to kind of prepare us and putting us in a situation to be successful. And all we have to do is go out there and execute. I felt like we did a better job in the second half, but, you know, obviously we just didn't play well enough to win the game.
And last question, but I asked this to Coach Traylor as well. I know you guys aren't in the business of moral victories, but do you take away a huge confidence boost after this performance against BYU, a top 15 team?
Obviously, we're gonna take the good and kind of take them and go with them. But obviously, we just gotta stop beating ourselves, man. And it's consistently showing up each and every week that's stopping us from getting to the level that we know we can be at. And so once we kind of eliminate those self-inflicted wounds, you know, we'll be the team that we want to be.
Thank you.
Okay, Greg.
Well, it was interesting to hear you say you felt like you guys didn't play your best. What were some things that were missing or areas you would have wanted to play better?
Obviously, we had some drives that we wish we had back. We had some penalties that we wish we had back. So we got to eliminate the pre-snap penalties. We got to eliminate the self-inflicted wounds. So obviously, when you're going in on the road and the odds are stacked against you, you can't beat yourself.
What was clicking for you individually to really spark the offense in the second half? You guys got some good drives going there.
Just trusting the process, man. Just trusting the reads and the things that coach has prepared us to do all week. And just kind of just trusting yourself, man. Like coach always tells us, it's a fun game. Man. You got to go out there and have fun. And if you play timid, you play scared, go out there and make mistakes. And I felt like I went out there, I was comfortable, and I trusted the process of the things that coach had prepared me to do.
The downfield passing attack was there much more than when you got to come in last week. What led to that shift?
We know going in, we was able to get some type of one-on-one matchups, and we trust our guys to go out there and make plays. And we had a few opportunities to go out there, and coach got us in a great play call, and we took advantage of the looks we had.
Anything else for Lowell? All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Lowell.
Thank you.
Oh, the phone.
I'm doing it on mine. Let me do it on mine.
Yeah.